The irrational jealousy against fictional characters. This video is probably gonna be the most pathetic I've ever sounded, and maybe I am pathetic for having these thoughts, but the fact remains, I have these thoughts, okay? The f you want me to say? And I just feel this incessant need to share it on the internet because I have nobody in real life who would listen to me or understand me anyways. Hopefully at least one other person connects to it on a deeper level, otherwise I'll just be out here looking foolish and cringe and goofy as fuck, right?
I'm hot as fuck.
A little backstory to make all this make sense, right? I was reading a book the other day, which was like weeks ago now. It's called Queen of Shadows. It's an installment in a fantasy novel series called Throne of Glass. Yeah, I know this is an anime channel, and your dumbass probably can't even fucking read anyways. Fucking idiot, bro. But trust me though, trust me, alright? Look at the thumbnail. This will be relevant to anime characters too, alright? Now, I was reading this novel, Queen of Shadows, invested, locked in as fuck. If you read the series, it was right after Aiden finds out that Selena had given her blood oath to Rowan instead of him. So like a bit of an altercation going on there. Aiden storms out the house, mad as fuck. Understandably so. Selena was also mad at him, you know, how he acted and shit like that, because he was very uncivilized. So they were both mad at each other at that moment. Now let's say like an hour later, she and Rowan were snuggling up next to each other on the bed, you know what I'm saying? Rowan trying to like calm her down, you know, speaking softly to her and shit like that. You know, they're having a rather heartfelt, normal conversation, a super chill scene, and I promise you, till this very minute I'm speaking to you, I still don't know why or what triggered it, but I just felt this sudden realization, a callback of the life Selena had lived across the 5 books I've read up to this point, the adventures that she's had, the people she's met, this sudden wave of like inexplicable sadness, like a low-key anger and a gaping feeling of inadequacy just hit me dead in my shit, bro. Like how Gojo punched the shit out of Urame, whatever the fuck the bitch name is, the Sukuna's girl. Yeah, like that. That's how that shit hit me in my gut, bro. I literally closed that fucking book mid-read. I could not keep going. It was too early to go to sleep, so I just walked around, you know what I'm saying, thinking and try to find answers. And it's like my brain had this little light bulb moment and went, oh, you're jealous. You're jealous that your life isn't and most likely will never be as remarkable as Selena's and a lot of the other characters you read about in this book. Simple. And after that realization, bro, I just calmed down. Like that was the answer I've been looking for this whole time. That feeling of envy that's honestly not really new to me because I've watched and read a lot of fictional media since I was introduced to anime at 15. I always found myself being super jealous of some of these characters and the grand adventures that they get to go on. Elena Sadorthian, Arthur Lewin, Trevor Bellman, Shin from Kingdom, Rimuru Tempest, Rudy Greer, Mikey and the Torment Founding Fathers, Gon and Killua, fucking Freerin, bro, etc. See, I'm someone who's always liked and craved freedom and adventure for pretty much my entire life, which is understandable because that's one of the many things I've never truly had due to my upbringing. The ability to go anywhere I want when I want, or being able to do remarkable shit and live a remarkable life, have experiences that you remember even when you're fucking 60 years of age, bro. Shit like that has always been a privilege to someone like me. I never could really have stuff like that due to the environment I grew up in. You know, my parents are extremely strict, very Muslim, and they're African. Which hopefully that helps you understand what I'm saying a bit better. Like, if you don't understand how bad it is, I'm a legal adult, and whenever I'm linking up with a bitch, right, maybe we're going on a date or something, I literally have to lie to my dad and say, oh, I'm going to someplace else, like the fucking library, or I picked up some extra hours at my job so I can do some shit as normal as that. Like, my parents just want me to focus on school, go to work, get married when I'm 30, which is what they've always pushed on me since literally like kindergarten. A couple of friends at most, No girls, don't go out, just books, listen to us, and be a bot. Then we'll find a girl for you once you're making $80,000 a year as a software engineer. Literally one of the dumbest, idiotic, and unrealistic ways to raise a child, but that's what African parents think is best for their children. And as the child here, I kind of have to follow what my parents tell me, otherwise I'll suffer the fucking consequences. Okay, I don't have money to get my own apartment, for example. You know what I'm saying? That's how I've pretty much been raised. All that I've just told you has led to a very boxy, sheltered life where I can't go anywhere outside of school or parents authorized places, and in rare cases I want to go out and live a little, I have to fucking lie to them in order to do so. Now imagine that kind of life and you over here reading about a girl who's already the world's greatest assassin, traveling red deserts, fighting dangerous pirates, befriending princesses, and stealing Asterian horses from powerful lords with her best friend. This girl is only 16 years of age. Or reading about a guy who's fighting battles and great wars after great wars, cleaving his way through great generals after great generals to achieve glory that sends his name roaring across the skies and lands of ancient China. Or watching someone go from a literal bullied, disrespected underdog to one of the most powerful, most important men in the history of his universe. Or a guy who gets reincarnated into a world, and in a span of 2 years you watch this progression from being a cute slime to the leader of one of the fastest growing countries in his verse, fighting orc lords, making great alliances, becoming the youngest Majin to be one of the Demon Lords Association, and a leader of a great forest. Or being someone just being able to exist and travel like fucking Freeran, bro. It's just something that awakens in me when I see these people, these characters just living, right? Their lives are so eventful and entertaining that we're spending our free time watching and reading about them, which is always fun until that immersion snaps and breaks and you realize, I got a class tomorrow to get a degree in some subject that I fucking hate, but it makes no sense to make anything else my major because I'm not gonna make no fucking money off it. But no war, it's not fair to compare yourself to someone who's made up in someone else's head. These characters aren't even real. I understand that. You're right. But is it really that weird to yearn for a less mundane life? How many of you watching this would give anything to leave your current lives right now and live in an alternate anime world? You can't tell me I'm insane for wanting to experience extraordinary things and meet extraordinary people and have extraordinary stories to tell my children and grandchildren. Shit, Selena herself is an extraordinary person. She's a fucking fake queen, bro. And before she accepted her fake heritage, the bitch was a top assassin. Obviously not saying I want to fucking kill people, but you get what I'm trying to say. You get what I mean, my nigga. You rather want a life of extreme highs and lows rather than a life where you're just stuck paying fucking bills and taxes and listening to other people's expectations for you all fucking day. And you can't just not like the position you're in, wake up tomorrow and leave, I don't know, travel to fucking Greece because you need money to do that. You're fucking broke, nigga. Overall, I guess I'm just like a little sad, you know what I'm saying? Selena is the same age as me, doing all this crazy shit and pursuing this purpose that's very important and bigger than her. Meanwhile, I'm here reading about her as she pursues her purpose with full knowledge that I'll never be, you know, as attractive, as loved, as respected, experienced, you know, as important, as revered, and just amazing as this fictional, not real character. The things she's seen and been a part of in her world, I probably never experienced equivalent of it in mine. Cause I look at the mirror and I'm just a regular guy, bro. Like I'm just a regular nigga. An NPC, a bot, okay? I wouldn't say I'm a bot. You watching this, you're a bot. Not me though. And it's just like, it's just a little depressing, bro. That's why I made this whole fucking video, because I was fucking depressed and shit. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. I'm so excited to go to work tomorrow and smile and take orders from people that I absolutely cannot stand. I want to slap the shit out of them, but I need money, right? You can watch this and be like, oh, first world problems, I don't give a shit, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm not begging for nobody's fucking pity or sympathy, and I might not be Rimuru or Selena or Naruto or Frieren, but I'm working towards, actually fuck that, I am going to make my life suck less, because I'd rather die than continue the rest of my life like this. If you like to listen to a regular guy yap about his feelings on like anime or manga stuff, you should subscribe, okay? Click and watch this video. I love you. Bye.